79 years old, Lucas's grandfatherly personality seems at odds with his past. He's serving 2 life sentences.
Yeah, so yes. Because we use over the baseline. $26 over the baseline.
Prison barbershop is an almost bucolic small-town shop, simmering hostility, or sometimes delightful love to service. Rodney Buford is an inmate farmer at the Riverbend Vaccine Security Institute in 2022. Once a week, he cuts here on death row.
Killed like 3 people in prison already, in addition to what is happening out on the street. So here it is now. I'm fixing to cut somebody out that maybe taste me just because of the way I look.
My mom and grandma were talking about how what if Stephanie doesn't like the basic stuff that Felicia got her and all that.
There are different steps for wedding days. Blacks, Hispanics, and
my grandma was worried about
Thank you.
Joan, saying something about the youth, like for certain high chair and stuff, and how it's not used, so she shouldn't use it and all this BS. My mom called my Uncle Mark today. I said, my mom called my Uncle Mark today.
I'm sorry, Elizabeth.
And told him all the stuff that Felicia brought, all the clothes and all that. And he was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool, that's great, that's excellent, she'll love it, she'll need it, she'll use it. So, all that's handled.
And I said, even if she doesn't take it home, she can leave it at your house. Because they're not going to have a crib at their house or anything. He said, yeah, that's perfect.
Cool.
Mark is like us, you know, if you get it, even if it's used, and it's in good shape, and it can, can be used, it's well worth taking it.
Yeah.
I agree.
I do too. I had lots of used stuff when my kids were little. And I was a first-time paranoid mother about using other people's stuff. But it was clean, and it was in good shape, and it wasn't a house hazard, and there was no recalls on anything. And shit, the crib I used for my kids and my grandparents is 69 years old. So you know it doesn't meet the new standards of, like the bars are too far apart, all of that. Every time my kids didn't die, I didn't die, my mother didn't die, my brother didn't die.
They have these things that you put around the crib. They're called like crib guards. And they cover the bars of the crib so the kids can't like stick their heads in there. Those stupid fucking mothers who don't put the goddamn
But now
crib guard
they're
on it.
saying that the bumper pads are dangerous.
Oh, Jesus
Because the kids can climb up on the bumper pads and get out.
You know what?
Or they can get their head stuck under the bumper pad.
I think it would suck to. I think it would suck to have a retarded little kid that was too stupid to figure out how to do all that stuff.
Well, yeah. Put him in a plastic bubble.
I want to have a kid that I have to watch because he's not a retard that just lays there like a lump.
I want a kid who learns how to climb out of his crib.
Yeah, so then you don't have to get him.
Well, no, they do get hurt doing that, but it just takes a lot of intelligence.
My point being, I don't mind.
For little kids to learn how to crawl out.
I don't mind watching them. I think it's offensive that some people would prefer if their kid was just a little thing that laid there and never moved or talked.
Well, for one thing, for the first 3 months, they are a lump.
So then when they start doing those things, you're like, yay!
They don't start doing that stuff till they can actually climb up, stand up in the crib and use it as leverage to get out.
And then at that point, maybe they're too little for a crib. You know? Too big for a crib.
Well, I kept you guys in a crib till you were 3.
I wonder how you get designer hats in prison.
Because I didn't want you to roll out of your bed. Remember Gary had that red top bed? But it had bars, it had things on either side, so you couldn't roll out. Gabriel still has one.
Oh, nothing.
Gabriel still has a braille on one side of his bed.
How do they get hats in prison? Like, he looks like he's not in prison. He looks like...
That's not a prison hat. That's a designer hat. You can tell by the bill.
I think, in the, honor part, where they get a dorm, that's usually how they can get that stuff.
Rashid was in prison after a robbery to support his method that turned him 18 years.
Are you watching this thing?
I'm not watching nothing.
Can I check this now? I've been trying to watch it for like 3 freaking days. I know, I've seen it at least twice.
In fact, we had first met Bashir during
story about life. I know nothing about the Indian culture.
This is the biggest challenge we've had so far.
Like in the beginning, when the girls get married, they have to do the ritual first. But so after they play to the partner, they play first. The bride is the Maria. Okay, no problem. I'm having a first time. If you get this thing.
They killed the priest Sunday morning when they came. It was a little bit the last time that they had it. My daughter's hand.
And somehow we are now. So we just really appreciate your Indian appreciation. But we also want
I mean, this is a big undertaking. Indian wedding is big.
I'm not going to talk about an Indian wedding.
I want people to see things that they haven't seen before in an Indian wedding.
Indian, like Eastern Indian? Eastern or Dot or feather? That's Kelly would say. Dot or feather?
Wedding planning 101, Indian style.